shortly be hearing announcement of another service project which will take care of providing provisions for the needy, which also we have budgeted at 2 lakhs as of now. We are working on another service project which will last for maybe 3 to 4 months, and details will be shared shortly once the discussions are over. Now I request my secretary Ravi Ladia to share the secretary's report.
Good morning, everyone. The past, our president pointed out, has been very fruitful for us. Since our last meeting, the projects team, along with all the volunteers of the club, have executed a fabulous project of COVID care for the elderly. And projects team has been hyperactive, meeting almost every second day and taking new projects and deciding on the way to go forward in order to do more and more service to the needy. With that, I would like to conclude our report and assure you that going forward, more and more projects will be taken up by our teams. I would also like to state that our treasurer, Mr. Ranjay Goyal, has taken a leave of absence due to poor health, and his report shall be presented in the next meeting. I would now like to request our dynamic entrepreneur, Mr. Narendra Gauri, to please introduce our speaker for the day.
Thank you, Ravi. It's a pleasure to introduce today's guest, Engineer R. Panneerselvam. Engineer R. Panneerselvam is presently working as Principal Director, MSME Technology Development Center, Agra. This technology center is also known as Process and Product Development Center for Foundry Industries. Additional, Engineer Selvam is also heading the Indo-German Tool Room in Indore and its General Manager in charge. These establishments at Agra and Indore are the constituent establishments under the administrative control of the Office of Development Commissioner, MSME, Ministry of MSME and the Government of India. A mechanical engineer and alumni of the Government Technology College of Technology, Coimbatore, Engineer Selvam was initially posted at the branch MSME Development Institute, Coimbatore, and subsequently promoted as Deputy Director and served in the field establishments at Agartala, Hyderabad, and Chennai. With over 30 plus years of service with the Central Ministry or Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, post-retirement, he was invited to continue his position on deputation at the MSME Technology Development Center in Agra. This coveted position has been conferred in recognition of his outstanding services he rendered to the ministry. Engineer Selvam is credited with turnaround performance in all spheres of activities of MSME Technology Development Center, Agra, from its imminent closure to one of the best performing autonomous bodies under Ministry of MSME, Government of India. During his long, illustrious tenure with Ministry of MSME, he was also heading the Center for Improvements in Glass Industry at Firozabad as its Principal Director. For a short time, presently, he has been entrusted with the additional responsibilities to manage the National Monitoring and Implementation Unit of Credit-Linked Capital Subsidy and Technology Upgradation Schemes of TC, that is the MSME. Engineer Panneerselvam has contributed immensely to research activities in the field of foundries and glass. His areas of interest are entrepreneurship guidance and counseling, promotion of micro and small enterprises, product opportunity, and procedural guidance to new entrepreneurs. Undertook assignments and visited several countries such as UK, Peru, Singapore, etc. Engineer Selvam has done extensive studies on entrepreneurship, promotion, and prepared and published a series of guides, books for the new entrepreneurship. So here is Engineer Panneerselvam for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Narendraji. Speaker for today, Mr. Panneerselvam, the stage is open for you, sir. Please take over.
So, namaskar. Sabko namaskar.
Namaskar ji, namaskar.
So, at the outset, I thank the the president and the office bearers, and particularly my guide and role model S.K. Vermaji, who is involved with me for a quite long time. I think he is instrumental in bringing me to this forum. So thank you all for inviting me to have a small talk on MSMEs. See, on a Sunday, that too in the very, very difficult time. So generally, MSME, someone heard about MSME in a Rotary Club or a Line Club, they think that it is a business. No, it is only for industry, it is not for business establishment. But so to clear that doubts, I'll start with the overview of MSME, what MSME really means, what we do, what are the things comes under that. And then most probably, I will also give why, see, it is more important to talk about MSMEs at the present situation, and also what government is doing to bring back their business, small businesses back into very active role. So MSME generally, it is a micro, small, medium enterprises. It includes industry and business establishment. That means service industry. It starts even the small tea seller, a small fruit seller who sits on the roadside on the footpath and sells whatever he makes. To that, on today's definitions, the person or a business establishment who makes the turnover of 250 crores. So it just starts with the people who sells for 1,000 rupees or with the investment of 1,000 rupees per day, and also makes the turnover of 250 crores in a year. So that is the coverage of MSME business. Maybe we can put a MSME as a business establishment. So you maybe understand very clearly. So generally, my experience with the Rotary and Line Clubs, when the business establishments are more involved, so that's the reason I want to make it clear. It is for you. It's also for you. It's not only for industry establishments. So it's for everyone. And particularly one more very attractive things happened this year. See, in the COVID lockdown, government has come out with a lot of initiatives. So they merged the definition of service sector and also the manufacturing sector and put under MSME at one framework. So now there is no classifications for service sector. So MSME means it includes service sector, it includes manufacturing sector and the business establishments, all put together. So that's the the overall overview of MSME means. So it's applicable to everyone, every one of you, whether you engaged in the business, whether you engage in the trading, whether you are engaged in a service sector, or whether you are engaged in the manufacturing sectors. It's for everyone. So with this note, I will also try to importance, why it is important now. See, with this definition and the latest definitions, it covers almost more than 95% of the business establishments under MSME. Just you can think, 95% of MSME sectors, around 95% of the MSME sector comes under the MSME. So you see the importance of MSMEs. And there is a fact that around 6.3 MSMEs are there. That is the organized sector. Maybe we also estimate that equal number of unorganized sector will exist. So see the strength and number of MSMEs exist in India, in our country. See, out of this, maybe around 3.63 crore. That means around around 99% of the business establishments are micro enterprises. I'll also give what is micro enterprises. I gave just the micro enterprises covers the person who sells tea, who sells the fruits, who sells maybe flowers. So those people also comes under micro enterprises. And the people who sells their products or services to the tune of 250 crores per annum. So that is the importance. So the micro enterprises are more in India. That's the reason. See, we give more importance to micro enterprises. The government has brought a Small Medium Enterprises Act. That means MSME Act. Generally, in the other part of the country, in our world, SMEs are very popular. Small, medium enterprises are very popular. But in India, see, MSMEs are very popular because of the Indian concepts. Now the same concept speaking in other part of the world. So with this, see again, if you see the importance, why it's required, the significance of MSMEs. See, we have seen the number of enterprises that comes under micro. You are all part of it. Hopefully, except one or few. Even the medium enterprises, we estimated around 5,000 medium enterprises exist. Not more than that. Maybe, it's an approximation. So see the larger scale, then it is less than maybe 5,000 units. And the significance is it is the largest sector which provides employment in our country, next to agriculture. Around 120 millions, that means 12 crore people are employed in the MSME sector. That's the importance. 12 crores in the organized sector, maybe unorganized, maybe more than that. So then 14% of these MSMEs are run by women. Just imagine, see, 12 crores out of 12 crores, and around 1 crore, more than 1 crore, 14%, 10% is 1 crore, approximately, see, run by women entrepreneurs. So that is the, the contributions for women empowerment. And again, 60% of this business establishments are mostly part of, backward area or a rural area, agro-based businesses, rural, agro, and backward area. So that means it provides the growth for our country. It's not only gives the employment, but also provides the development of the backward area and rural area. And again, if you talk about the GDP, and it's around 30%. And about the export, it's almost touching 50% of the total export of the country. Maybe with the new definitions, most probably it will cross 50% in the coming years. So it's going to play a very, very important role. But all this importance in the recent time, such an important sector has faced a lot of difficulties because of, you all know that due to COVID-19 and there were lockdown, all economic activities have been come to stop, and there was no activities for some time. Then slowly we are coming, we are opening up. Some of the things are, we are coming back. But the most affected the sector in this MSME sector is the logistics, because though the logistics are being given a free hand from the beginning, But due to the lockdown, it was around 10 to 15% less than the normal activities. The Chamber of Commerce predicts that around 50,000 crores is the loss in the logistic and transport sector. I think you all may experience all our government buses and transporters are so in their good house. They are not. We don't know what will be the fate of the operations when they start. See, because it has to be put on their maintenance. There is no maintenance, and the people who are working with the sectors are also not getting salary. So a lot of problems for this sector. Again, the migrant levels. There are places, where the people, the entire sector depends on the migrant workers, particularly places like Tirupur and Surat, Gujarat, Rajkot. So Rajkot, I was heard my people were giving a feedback that they are bringing back the migrant laborers, by flight, because other possibilities are very less and these are difficulties. So the industry is spending a lot of money in bringing back all the migrant workers, the workers who left due to COVID-19. So that's the another area where it brought a great impact. See, almost 1 crore people. The estimate is that 1 crore people migrate to the cities every year. Just imagine, see, if they migrate 1 crore people every year, and all those people migrated back to they went back to the original place. So what will be? It's a great vacuum. So almost all these people are work in the MSME sector. See, either it is a business, it's a service or industry. So that's another concern area. So then the financial area, that is a erratic cash flow. So you all know, you know better than anyone else, the people who are in the business, knows how difficult it is to generate. So one way I am also part of it. I am also running an autonomous body, which is equivalent to running a business. So we find it very difficult, but we try to invent some of the things. The difficulties brought some opportunities also. So we are trying to catch on those opportunities, and we are able to manage a little bit. See, we used to organize the skill programs with the support of ministries. Ministry is ready to support, but we are not able to operate the contact programs. But now, the online programs we have invented. So through online programs, our training activities again boom. So the people who are at home, they prefer to go for a training. They don't know how to scale the time. So they are on board with the online training. They decide to learn something when they are